Hi, welcome to Good Garage. My name is Zach, and this is my fun little internet show about whitewater stuff. And today I'm going to talk about shipping oars when you're rowing a whitewater raft or cataraft. And it's a pretty straightforward idea and something that you need to learn how to do as you're approaching class 4 and 5 water or really technical rivers. And it's something you have to just practice a lot. I can explain the concept. I'm going to show you some video here, but it's something you have to on your own practice and make it a habit. It's not something if you think about it, it's kind of tough. And the basic idea is when you're on technical rivers or hard rivers, there's rocks next to the boat. You're going through narrow channels where if you have both your oars sticking out, you'll hit the oars on the rocks or a tree or whatever, or another boat. And so if you just pull the oar in, a lot of you that use oar locks just you pull your oar into the center, there's still 3, 4, 5 feet of oar and blade sticking out that could hit something. Or if you throw your oars forward, which people sometimes do, that works to get through narrow chutes, but once you're through the chute, you have to grab them, and they're also can get all over the place and hit somebody or hurt somebody, but you have to grab them before you're ready. And so it works in class 2 and 3, but in like class 3 plus and 4 and 5, that doesn't quite work. And what you need to do, and this is hard to do and it takes practice, is take that oar and kind of bring it back so that the blade is forward and the oar is parallel to the boat. And you can do that on one side, you can do it on both sides to ship. So it's a one-side ship or two-side ship, depending on the situation. And there's a couple of big advantages to this. First of all, there's no oar sticking out, which is like really nice. When you do this, you're holding on to the oars, and so when you throw your oars forward, you're not holding on to anything. Or, you can grab the frame, but you're not holding on to anything. But it's like another point of contact that keeps you in the boat. You can also take little crab strokes. Once the oar's next to you, you can kind of stick it out and make minor adjustments to the boat, even going through narrow channels to make sure you go over a drop straight. If your boat gets off a little bit, you can correct it when the oar's out there. So there's definitely some significant advantages to shipping. And again, a lot of times what you do is you get up close, you line yourself up, you ship both of them, you go through a chute or over a drop, the oars are ready to go, and you keep rowing. And the really important thing to me, the big advantage is once you go over the drop, you can kind of follow the rocks with the oars, and the oars are ready to go for the next move. So when you're making complex series of drops in a row, you can ship the oars, keep momentum, keep the boat going. So this is something, those of you that learn on pins and clips, like in the video, you kind of have to do. It kind of forces you to do it using pins and clips. So there are habits that you learn really when you're learning with pins and clips. Those of you with oar locks, you tend to develop bad habits like the pulling them in and doing weird things, which is harder to learn that way. So as you're learning to do it more and more, I highly suggest practicing as much as you can. So if you're in like a little class 2, 3 rapid or something easy, take a harder line. Go find some narrow little channels. Force yourself to go between some rocks, somewhere where you're not going to get stuck in the middle of the river and cause problems. You'll just get stuck. But it'll just be good practice to go through some channels and go by some rocks and just force yourself to do that shipping. And again, I really think that if you want to advance towards more difficult rivers, that this is something you have to learn how to do. And it's hard to teach. So that's shipping. I would love to know if you agree with me or if you think I'm completely off base here. Leave a comment down in the comment section below. I love the comments, so please keep doing that. I'm also going to put my logo right here somewhere. And so if you want to subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to, now that the show is halfway decent and I'm practicing and getting a little bit better on camera, I kind of want to share it with more people. So if you subscribe at wherever this logo is, that'll help me keep you as a subscriber and show YouTube that it's a good show. So that's it for shipping. It's something I care a lot about. Hopefully you can tell that I'm excited about teaching it. And I love rowing, and so we'll probably have some more episodes about rowing coming up here pretty soon. So anyway, see you next time. Thanks.